Hello, this is George from Ophora. We're in front of a sparkling water station. I'm going to teach you how to reset the heat switch on this unit. So you'll have to reset the heat switch if the hot's not working. First things first is if this light's not working but the switch is on the back, on the back, then most likely you have to reset the heat switch. So first thing we gotta do is actually turn off the unit. So if we go in the back here, the very back here, you'll see a couple of light switches here. I'm going to turn off this one and this one, and then after I turn off both of these are the off position, I'm going to go down here and I'm going to actually unplug the unit from its power. So there should be no more power coming through this machine. Very important we do this step so you don't get electrocuted. So unplug it, turn off the switches, and then once you do that, we can go to the back again, and you'll notice there are two screws on the inside here. So one right here and one right here. Those are the ones we'll be removing to get to the inside of the system where the heat switch is located. So first things first, I'm going to remove this one. These are the ones on the inside. I'm going to make sure I save them here to the side so I don't lose them. And then this guy right here, I'm going to remove as well. And then once you remove both of these, you should be able to lift this up and then slide it out. So I slide it out, and now I have my screws here. I'm going to put my screws on the lid here so I don't lose them. So we're in the inside of the tank now. So these are the inside of the water station. So you'll see a cold tank and a warm tank right next to it. So cold, warm. Hot tank, cold tank. The hot tank is where we're going to do our work. So if you notice, here's our hot tank. Mine's kind of warm. So if yours is warm, be careful. But if yours is warm also, it's probably working. So make sure if it's cool to the touch, you should be good to go. If you look here at the hot tank, you'll notice there are two wires coming out through the front here. The very two wires on top here, the first ones you see. Inside here, there is going to be in between these two wires, right? There's going to be a button in there. So you can kind of see it right there. There's the button, you kind of see it right there. It's in between those two wires. See if I can show you with my, so see it right here. So right in between these two wires, there's a button. You can see it right there. See it right there. And what you want to do is you want to click that button down there. So I'm going to put my finger in between these two. So I'm going to put my, here's the two wires. I'm going to put my finger in between these two wires, and I'm going to click on that button down here. So there's a button in between these two wires. See if I get better view on it. So right there, you see that button right there? It's right in the center in between those two. It's visible right here. So it's that in between those two wires, there's that button. What I want you to do is click that button in there, right here. So yeah, I want to click that. Get it. So that's a pretty good view of the button. It's right there, right here. So you see those two wires? That's in between those two wires. I want you to click that in the center. So once you click that button in the center, you should be good. So we click that center button. You should probably feel a click in there if it was off. So feel it. And then once that's done, we push the button. We're technically done here. We can grab our lid, stick it back on here. Make sure you line it up correctly with everything. And light her up. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to grab my screws and I'm going to place them back in here. First one, and then the second one I just pulled out. And I'm going to tighten those. Tighten that one. You can just use a regular hand screwdriver for this. I just use this for time. Okay, and then once you do that, once you got the screws back on, you can plug the unit back in. with its power cord. Here's my power cord. I plugged it back in, and then if there's water in the unit, you can turn on the switches on the back again. But if there's no water in the unit, hold off until it filled up back with water. It takes about 10 minutes to fill back up. So make sure the water system is on and it's feeding it. And if we got water inside the system, we can turn on the hot and the soda button in the back here, on the back of the unit, where the ones we turned off. So those are on again, and then you should be good. Like I said, in order to get water, you have to hold the log button until it turns off, and then you hit the hot button for a couple seconds, and then water should come out. The first initial hot water, it takes a while. I think it took me like 30 seconds for it to come out. So hold that button down till it comes out. You'll hear air passing through it. That's usually the good indicator that's working. But yeah, hold on to that button till it's but yeah, make sure first there's water in here, and if there's water, you can turn on that turn on those switches in the back, and if those switches are on, you can turn on this lock and then use the hot water. So quick overview on how to reset the heat switch on a sparkling water station from Ophora Water. Thank you, and bye-bye.